And you say integration happened in
65.
65.
I have to say that is just, from a more modern perspective, the three of us, that is just insane that they stuck you all on buses like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That was the whole county.
Yeah.
That was the whole
Yeah.
county,
It wasn't just Vienna.
all
Right.
Fairfax County.
Gulf
Entire
Springs,
county.
area, all of them from Gulf Springs, all of them getting around, they all went to
All
Central.
went to Manassas. If you could get by, which I did for 3 years, I went to school in Washington. After I graduated from Louise Archer, I went to Francis Junior High School in Washington. I graduated from there. I went to junior high school. Then I went to Cardozo High School for 1 year. It was high school. But then they caught up with me because they redid so many, well, they did, because I'm gonna tell you what they were doing. There were so many black students out of Arlington County that were going to school in Washington, because Arlington County was segregated also. There were students out of Alexandria. There were people here in Fairfax County, and Ms. Minor also was one. She was going to school over there also, but she got by, I didn't. But what we would do, you would give an address of someone and say, I'm living in DC. And I gave my aunt's address. And I got by with the junior, but then the officials in DC began to wonder, why all these black students, when they get out of school, they're getting on a trolley car they had at the time, and go back to Roslyn. But that's as far as this streetcar would go. And then they began to notice the black students getting off the trolley car, getting on the bus that's heading back to Virginia.
Which was also segregated.
And with just an ever segregated. I remember many days I walked through Georgetown to Roslyn to get on a bus, trying not for them to see me, to see where I'm going, because there were many black students that lived in lived in Georgetown, that also attended school at Francis Junior High. That's just how it was back then. But they happened to catch up with me, and they sent my father, or they called me in the office, want to know where I lived, and all so forth, and they sent my father a letter, and they wanted a tuition fee. And at that time, it was $250.
Wow.
Back there then.
That was big money.
And that's big money back there then. And so he said, well, Gloria, now if you want to go to college, I can't afford this. But he did pay that year for me to go to Cardozo High School. And then after that, I ended up in Manassas in the 11th grade and graduated, of course, 12th grade. So I was in Manassas 12 for 2 years.